Once you finish your quiz, please turn it into the sub. Please complete the 2 practice assignments on the back of your photosynthesis notes. These should be super easy for you. Okay? Once you finish those, you can put those away in your notebook. We will review them tomorrow in class. You will look at photosynthesis's counterpart, cellular respiration.
Moby, did you eat all my cereal? That's really great. Dear Tim and Moby, why do I need to eat breakfast? From Mail. All living organisms need to eat. Animals, including humans, are consumers. We can't make our own food, so we get energy from eating producers and other consumers. Plants are producers. They make their own food through a process called photosynthesis. Both plants and animals have cells that convert food into energy. We use that energy for everything that we do. Plants use their roots to drink up water from the soil. Their leaves absorb carbon dioxide from the air. Water and carbon dioxide spread through the leaves into cells with structures called chloroplasts, which contain the green pigment called chlorophyll. Chlorophyll traps the energy from sunlight and stores it as chemical energy. That chemical energy is used to create glucose from water and carbon dioxide. That's right, Moby. Glucose is the same simple sugar that provides our cells with energy. But in order to use glucose, it has to be broken down. Cellular respiration is a series of chemical reactions that breaks down glucose and releases energy. This usually happens in a cell's mitochondria. As you can see in our diagram here, cellular respiration produces carbon dioxide, water, and energy. Speaking of energy, I need some breakfast. Okay, I'm not eating that. No way, there's glue in there. Ah, get away!
Please get the cellular respiration notes from your sub. Lucky for you, we are not going to go into anaerobic respiration like I talked to you guys with it yesterday. We will only stay with cellular respiration or aerobic respiration. Remember, this is the big thing that happens in the mitochondria. Cellular respiration is the process in which the mitochondria breaks down food molecules and releases the stored energy with the help of oxygen. Remember, this does happen in the mitochondria. I'll give you a second to fill in your notes. But really want to stress with you that the mitochondria is where the big energy is produced. The mitochondria goes to work. Glucose molecules will move to the mitochondria, react with the oxygen that the animal takes in, and release a large amount of energy. When that energy is released from the glucose, it's also going to produce carbon dioxide and water as waste products that will then need to get out of the cell. Cellular respiration, like photosynthesis, is a chemical reaction also. It has its raw materials, and it does have products. Remember, cellular respiration needs glucose for the reaction to occur. Glucose we get by eating, or animals get by eating. Remember, oxygen is also needed for the reaction. Remember, we get oxygen by breathing in. When the reaction occurs, carbon dioxide and water are produced, and the big thing of energy is produced. That is the key here. It comes in the form of something called ATP. That stands for a really long word, and you will see it on the brain pop you watch in a second. Notice that I've filled in your equation down below. Please fill this on a sheet as I talk about it. Remember, glucose must go in 1 molecule, plus 6 molecules of oxygen yields or produces, there's no help with it, CO2, water, and your big thing is your energy.
You mind? I'm trying to concentrate on my breathing here. Dear Tim and Moby, is respiration the same thing as breathing? From Chad. I'm practicing deep breathing, but breathing and respiration are 2 different things. Breathing is part of the respiratory system, a group of organs that deliver oxygen from the air we breathe to cells throughout the body. Respiration, or cellular respiration to be exact, is what living cells do with that precious oxygen. Right, we all need oxygen to survive, but did you ever stop to wonder why? Yeah, that's what I thought. We use oxygen to process glucose, a simple sugar that provides all the energy cells need to function. All day long, your digestive system is busy breaking down food and turning it into glucose to power your cells. Glucose, along with oxygen from your lungs, is delivered to your cells through your bloodstream. Inside tiny cellular structures called mitochondria, these substances undergo a chemical reaction called respiration. When the reaction is complete, three things are left over: an energy-packed molecule called ATP, water, and the waste gas, carbon dioxide. Your cells expel the carbon dioxide into your blood, which carries it to your lungs. When you breathe out, you're exhaling this carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is a harmful waste gas that your body needs to get rid of. If too much carbon dioxide builds up in your blood, you die. Right, the ATP. ATP stands for adenosine triphosphate, and cells use it to do everything that requires work. The energy in ATP lets cells synthesize complex organic molecules like DNA, RNA, and proteins. It powers the muscle contractions that let us move around. And lots more. That's true. Cellular respiration isn't just for humans. You find it happening inside the cells of all living animals, and even plants. Another good point. Because it uses oxygen, cellular respiration is also called aerobic respiration. But what happens when there's no oxygen handy? Like when you're exercising really hard and your lungs can't supply your muscle cells with all the oxygen they need? In that case, the cells go with a backup plan called fermentation, where glucose is processed with carbon dioxide instead of oxygen. It doesn't make as much energy as aerobic respiration, but it works for a short time. This kind of respiration, in which something other than oxygen is used to release the energy from glucose, is called anaerobic respiration. Some organisms, like yeasts, use only anaerobic respiration for energy. Hey, are you even listening? Moby. Hey, Moby.
Once you've filled in all of your notes, you will now draw a picture of cellular respiration at the top of your page, very similar to the one we did for photosynthesis. I have included an example for you. Obviously, y'all know I can't draw, so drawing somebody running probably wouldn't be my choice. You can draw a stick figure if you want to. Once you have finished these notes, you have no homework, but I do want you to think about something tomorrow. How do photosynthesis and cell respiration have some type of relationship? What is that relationship? We will discuss this tomorrow in class.